Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Today is all about a fun way to use your dies and stamps using the Eclipse card technique with my simple twist. It's an easy way to elevate your card design that anyone can do. So stick around and assemble this card with me. I am featuring the Breath of Bliss stamp set from Unity Stamp Company. She is drawn by the talented artist Phyllis Harris, and I've stamped her on some white cardstock using VersaFine ink. Next, I grabbed a couple dies from Unity Stamp Company. This is from the Scallops and Circles Nesting die set, and I'm just going to place the circle around the girl. And then I also have a stitched up heart die from Unity. It has stitches on the outside and the inside of the die, which is going to leave a fun impression to our image. And I'm just lining it up so the heart really focuses on the face and the dandelion of the girl, and then I just want to make sure that the circle captures as much of that stamped image as I possibly can. I secured those dies down with some tape so they don't move, and then just ran that through my die cut machine and popped out my pieces. Next up, we're going to do some real simple coloring of these layers. I grabbed the Speckled Egg Distress ink, and I'm just going to ink blend around the edges, starting off the die cut and then slowly moving that ink in a circular motion around the edge of the die. I'm keeping the center of the die nice and light and deepening up that ink color around the edges. It's going to give us a little bit more dimension to each layer. Next up, let's work on the little girl's face. I have scattered straw, and again, I'm using the same technique. I do have a very smooth white cardstock. This one is Hammermill, 110 pound, and the ink just slides smoothly across that paper. Now we just need to assemble our card. I told you that was super easy with my little twist on that technique. I have this is discontinued paper from Echo Park. It's called Home Again. There is a digital version if you're into that. I would just pick a really sweet pattern paper to cover your card base. I did trim it down slightly smaller than an A2 card front. I'm just going to wrap some twine around the front so it wraps 3 times. And then I'll kind of wrap those all together and tie the ends into a sweet little bow. I do like to keep my bows pretty big. I kind of have a big die cut going on, so I like to keep that bow nice and big to kind of match the scale of those die cuts. I'll fiddle with it and play with it and get it to the size that I like towards the end. Grab those scallops and circles dies again and just cut out a scallop circle from the white cardstock and pop that up on my card front right next to the bow. I'm going to place my first Eclipse layer down into the center of that die cut. I use liquid glue so I can kind of move my image around. It gives me a little bit more freedom. I place the girl's face back into that hole so I can kind of see the placement of what it's going to look like in the end, so I don't have her tilted too far to the bottom or too far up. And then we'll pop up that sweet little heart right in the center of the hole with some foam tape. And that's really going to create the illusion of that eclipse technique to really make it pop and look elevated. Next, I just grabbed the sentiment from the kit and die cut that down using the scalloped and stitch sentiment dies. Added a bit of foam tape so it'll be level with the die cut, and then glued the other end straight down to the die cut. That way they'll be nice and level. Now this is looking super sweet and we could leave it as is, but I'm going to add a little bit of sparkle and shine with some sequins. And then I grabbed some glitter glue and added that to the dandelion and the wind. And here is the finished card. I really love how that simple ink blending makes each layer of the eclipse really pop and is so super easy to do. As always, I'll have all the supplies linked in the description of this video and on my blog. If you have any questions or sweet comment, post below. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and subscribe so you catch all my future tutorials. I hope you were inspired to give this technique a try, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye!